Hello and welcome to Pit People. This game is a top-down strategy game, and it is full of memes and lots of chaos and RNG and spaghetti, and it's going to be fun. I will say audio warning for just a sec. I'm gonna actually take off my earbuds. The game resets the settings every time you start a new game. So the music is going to be really loud. There's nothing I can do to control this. Just be warned, I'm going to turn it down as fast as I can. This just happens. I don't know. Alright, if the behemoth ends up watching this, hey, please fix this. Pretty please. It's very, very annoying to have to go and do all of this setup every single time I want to speedrun your game. And I do want to speedrun this game because it's hilarious and fun and just kind of enjoyable all around. And it is also very RNG. But I will explain how we can deal with and manage and etc. the RNG. As we get ready to start, when I click this button in 3, 2, 1, go. So we immediately, this is Pit People, and top-down turn-based strategy game made by people who made Castle Crashers, as you just saw there, and Battle Block Theater, as you're about to see here. We got good RNG at the start. You can have a normal ally. He has a face. Why is he over-encumbered? Do you have some pancakes? Do you have extra of these? Yes, we do. And do we have anything for Yosa? Big sword? No. Okay, let's leave him with his throwing axes then. Yeah, that's a decent enough option. Everyone else, I believe, looks good. Who is my king? My king needs to be Horatio. Alright. That is a... So, right. RNG. This game has a lot of it. A very much lot of it. It's typically pretty manageable. Like, you can react to what happens. But the first RNG of the game is that extra character I got. As well as all the extra weapons I got, but the character especially. When you skip the intro, you get a 6th party member, and that party member has a chance of being either a human or a cupcake. And we want humans, because cupcakes are useless. Where am I going? Triforce. Cupcakes are the healer units of this game. They do not deal damage. That took a long time to load. And we start with 1, and we will be sacrificing him to the blood gods. Hopefully. Sometimes he survives, and that's bad, because this game's RNG. So, you know, the characters can just survive sometimes when they're not supposed to. But, until then, he's useless. Aside from the sacrifice to the blood gods. So, getting a 2nd cupcake is bad. But we got a human, as you can see with Walrus here. The name is randomized as well, which is very fun. I love the names in this game. They're just a joy. We're going to try and attack this wall as much as possible, because that is the goal. And the way this game works with its top-down tactics is you only move your units. You do not get to choose who or what they target at all. So, if a unit is only next to one thing, that is the only time you know what's going on, and they are guaranteed to attack that one thing. But if they end up next to 2 or more things within their attack range, they have a random chance to attack any of them. So, for example, being next to 2 units as a melee character, like this, Sophia is right now, if she stayed there, she would have a 50% chance to attack either of them. This goes for... No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are going to go forwards as much as possible. That also goes for enemies. So if an enemy were to stand, say, right here, it would have a 50% chance to attack Sophia and a 50% chance to attack Walrus. So yeah, that is all you get, is your movement. Attacking is done randomly, as well as factors about attacking like mischance, which is calculated completely randomly, and the amount of pain you're in when RNG happens, which is also RNG. And the locations of pretty much every of these things is going to be somewhat random. They like to target you, but it's random who they target. Oh, they're going to form a little blockade here. These two are going to be stuck. I want to leave the cupcake behind at some point. But everyone else does need to keep heading forwards in order to be a good boy. So yeah, we're going to leave the cupcake here, I think. Hopefully these two will continue to debate these enemies into attacking. Yes. Oh, okay, very good. They're all going to just get debated on the cupcake. I'm going to leave the cupcake there to die. Cupcake does not matter. I'm so sorry about it. If you like cupcakes, I'm sorry, you're wrong. The objective of this area is to break gates, and so if an enemy is nearby, there's a chance to attack the gate and a chance to hit the enemy, based on what I was saying earlier with the RNG. So we want as few enemies near the gate as possible so we can break it down as fast as possible. And, you know, of course, in order to do that, Cupcake gets left in the dust like it deserves. While everyone else is... Hopefully also the Cupcake dies. There is some tech involving the Cupcake not being alive anymore that hopefully we will get to see. Fingers crossed, if they kill the Cupcake quickly enough. It has to happen, I think. No, he's pretty well guarded. Okay, it might be a couple turns. So, the aim of this map is to kill Helmetor. Helmetor is this big chonker right here. He is in a unit called a Cyclops. He also has a helmet equipped. Helmets in this game are an equip that you can put on certain types of characters like humans, Cyclopses, not Cupcakes, not kobolds, but some other things we'll see later like fairies and spidars. And helmets give you resistance to damage, but... Okay, the Cupcake is dead. That's actually very, very good. Exactly what I want to happen. The Randall might die, which is medium amounts of good. We'll see how that one pans out. But, so yeah, he has a helmet on. Sorry, Helmetor has a helmet on. And so he takes bonus damage from weapons that are super effective against helmets. Those being Pipistrella's Queen Hammer and Horatio's Giant Lollipop. You don't question it. Everything in this game, unquestionably true and correct. You go here, you go here. We don't really care about the explosion in this map. They just deal so little damage. If he's getting... Again, I can't choose who I attack, so it's random. And that means I'm getting some pretty bad Helmetor RNG here. Unfortunately, not a great way to start it off. Oh, that's good positioning, because I can attack him with 2 units guaranteed on these 2 spots. So I'm going to put my big damagey boys there. Bop, bop, the ones with the helmet smashers, and this should trigger the end of this phase. We also lost the rando, which can be good, as we will soon see. So, a lot in this game is random. That first chunk of the map wasn't too bad, but one of the things that's random in this game is the amount of enemies you fight. So it can be anywhere between a lot and not a lot. And of course, we hope for not a lot of enemies in most cases. There's one case where we do want lots of enemies, but that'll come up eventually. Until then, we're going to destroy this wall. No one should be down here. 2 enemies up top. Perfect. When you have fewer allies alive in your party, fewer enemies will spawn. So this is great. The thing that isn't great is Sophia's about to die, and we need Sophia to survive, otherwise we have to reset the map. And that is not what we're going to have happen, so we're going to play a little bit safe with her, have her retreat. Hopefully she will level up soon, or she will miss and gain no EXP after that. But the reason we need Sophia, if you notice, she is carrying in one hand a net. And we need someone to start attacking him. So good. You go like right here. You go here. You go here. Alright. We're going to try and protect Sophia as best as we can. It's not always possible. That stun is very, very good. Yosef's throwing axes have a random chance of doing that. That means the enemy cannot take that place, or Helmetor can't. He might still attack her. Okay, he attacked Yosef. Perfect. You you are going to go back here to stay a little bit safer. You go here. Okay. So, in this game, there's a mechanic where you can capture enemies, which I am from here on out going to call kidnapping, because kidnapping is a more fun name. You can kidnap enemies. In order to kidnap an enemy, they need to be the last one alive on their team. And you need to throw a net at them once they are the last unit alive on their team. Don't attack Sophia. Okay, he didn't. Perfect. So the entire goal here is to kill everyone else as fast as we can in order to... Oh, thrown at the wrong one. Hopefully she doesn't die here. Okay, yep. And that is an immediate rewind. Sophia cannot die. Luckily, we do get to start back here. Not too much of a time loss. It does suck, but you can do that on every map. So nothing in the end is too risky. But she's not going to get a level up, I guess. Leveling up would fully heal her. Sophia, why are you not attacking? Just going to position her a little further forward now that I know there's no one down here. Actually, I might switch. It might. I don't reset often, so it might switch how many enemies there are. Yep. Okay, so it switched their positions, but we still got 2, luckily. Same tactics and everything apply here. We need to keep Sophia alive. Position her at the very front like a big dum-dum. Why did I do that? And we need to keep her alive in order to kidnap Helmetor by leaving him alive and killing these other 2, and then netting him. That is how you kidnap people. That is what we need to do. Don't... Okay, yep, she has a dodge chance because she's a very light unit. And I will be abusing that as best as I can. You move here. No, that was wrong. You move here. You move here. Okay. I want to just keep... I'm playing keep away really with Sophia and Helmetor. Just keep away. That's all it is. Because he can only move 2 spaces. He is incredibly slow. He's still going to charge at her like a jerk. Because of course he is. She can move 4. So if I just keep her like running away at maximum velocity, he can't catch up, and I will be happy. Alright, so let's go beat up some scrubs. Yeah, this time it is going much better. We're losing some time, but like, time flies in this game anyway, so. Who gives a Kahoot in the end? Let's run you up here, run you here, you attack Archer from a distance. Alright. Oh, Helmetor got stunned. Yosef, you are a god amongst men! A god amongst men, I saith. Seriously, that was just really good. Oh, and she leveled up this time. Alright, yeah, that full heals her, so now I do not have to worry anymore about her just taking a random hit like she did last time. You can see how much damage Helmetor does. This is why we want him as an ally, because he is big. He hit, he slap, he do be hit and nerf, and we now have him. There we go. So there was a little bit of spaghetti there. As you can see, this game has RNG out the wazoo, but it's all reactable. You can always do something about it, even if it does mean just resetting the whole map. There's only one other map in the game where we really need Sophia. But with Helmetor on our team now, it gets a lot less risky. Because if you saw there, we only had 4 units because our Rando and Cupcake died. Now we have more than 4 because Helmetor. So, this is always a good time to talk about the lore. The inciting incident of the game is when Horatio's son, whose name I am blanking on right now, Hansel. It's probably Hansel. I don't know how you pronounce things in German. Horatio's son, Hansel, gets stolen from him by a giant space bear. And so he goes to space with some friends to try and rescue Hansel or whatever his name is. Of course, that's where Helmetora's space shuttle came in, and if you watch the cutscene, which we didn't, because the cutscenes are slow, you will notice that they kind of crashed the spaceship, because I think the bear like swats it out of the sky or something like that. So now we need a spaceship. And in order to get a spaceship, we need to know, or in order to get to space, we need a spaceship. In order to get a spaceship, we need to know where a spaceship is. So in order to know where a spaceship is, Yosef, who is a demi-cyclops, needs his second eye, which can tell the future. Yosef is the one who just moved. He needs his second eye, which can tell the future. In order to get his second eye, which can tell the future, he needs to know where his eye is, because he doesn't have it right now. To know where his eye is, because he doesn't have it right now, he needs to find a friend who knows where his eye is. In order to find a friend who knows where his eye is, we need to go to the Bloodbath Lagoon. And in order to go to the Bloodbath Lagoon, we need a ticket. In order to get a ticket, we need to get the ticket from this guy who just took the last ticket, whose name is Jerkimedes. And in order to get the ticket from this guy who took the last ticket, whose name is Jerkimedes, we need to do a favor for Jerkimedes. And that favor for Jerkimedes is to murder a bunch of old people, which I have been failing at horrifically. I'm sorry, I was just too busy talking that I started skipping turns. And now I guess I'm really behind. Like, he's been counting down this entire time. I haven't done a single damage to any of these old people. So I think I'm actually going to fail this map. This might be a huge time loss. We'll see how it goes. I think my spacebar actually might be stuck. I'm still skipping. We just failed the mission. Oh no. Yeah, huge time loss here. Just kidding. If you know anything about jokes, that was a joke. If you just don't do anything, eventually you just win. There we go. Easy map, easy game. And so we get the golden ticket, and we can go to Bloodbath. That is the only map in this game that I find easy. Everything else has a chance to screw you over. There's even RNG in that map, because the way the cupcakes move is RNG, and so if they wander around a bunch, you can lose time to them just doing that. But we got, decent luck. They didn't do too much screwing around. I gotta go back home. Yeah, you take a nuke to the face. I want to save a little bit of nitro because you don't get much money from that cupcake fight. Oh my god, did I not split after the other one? Oops. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I didn't split after the other one. We're just gonna... What's my skip button? I think it's 6. There might be 2. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a big dum-dum. That's fine. So, now that you have the ticket, I'm so used to having an auto-splitter from Ori and the Blind Forest that this is just like scream internally. Okay, I did hit the right button. Cool. So, now we can go to the Bloodbath Lagoon. If we can find it, it's typically off in a far corner of this section of the map. Don't touch me. Where's a bridge? I need a bridge. Hi there, bridge. This unit's going to run away. That's very nice. Oh, hey, this suspiciously shaped mountain. I wonder if that will come into play later. There's actually a good chance that it won't. But who knows. I'm definitely saving a nitro for the way back. So it typically is... So I kind of know where I'm going. And when I know where I'm going, I can make sure to use it a little more optimally. So, Bloodbath Lagoon is the first major map of this game. The first one was basically part of the intro, the fight against Helmetory. That second one is spaghetti, because you just stand there. This one is actual spaghetti, not like as a joke. I don't know why I said that the first one was spaghetti. Actually, you move forward, you move back, you move forward. This map, the first part, is a naval battle between our units and theirs. You have to stand on cannons in order to activate them, but where the enemy targets is semi-random. If they target right on top of a cannon, which is their most common spot, you will knock you off the cannon if you are under it. like we were about to do the snake here. Yep, we knocked her off there, see? They can do the same to us. Oh, wow. Yeah, we will not get a single cannon this round. That is really bad. Why is Yosef moving there? Don't. So, yeah, we can't stand on these. We'll just get knocked off anyways. And this guy's also taking out the other place. That was really bad. We literally just lost a full turn. But those are random, and also these guys have the ability to hit you and knock you back, which, if they do it, it can knock you off of the cannon, which means you don't get to fire the cannon. So everything about this is just screaming internally, if you know what I mean. But we've got 2 cannons off this turn. That's the average. I definitely want to see a 3 cannon turn. When we're on cannons, we can knock them off. So that would be the best play here, but our cannons are random as well. So we are going to knock off, okay, 1 of them. Another 1 or 2 volley of cannons should be enough to finish it off nice and toasty. If you notice, I'm leaving my faster units in the back and moving my slower units up front. There is a reason for that. Okay, another wave of reinforcements. Hopefully they didn't knock Sophia off. Okay, it didn't. Good. Good, yes. Oh, we didn't knock any of them off ourselves, though. Yeah, that's bad. But again, nothing in this game is unworkably bad. So we're gonna move you like that. You slap a man. You slap a man. Go. This should be enough to knock down these sails and get us into phase 1.5 of this fight. a lot of these fights have so many different like phases to them. As you'll see, the cupcake one is actually the only one that only has a single map to it. Did I really not hit Leviathan a single time with the cannons? No, I hit her with the first one. Okay. Because now that we are into part 1.5, also wait, listen to the audience. Chug, 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 chug. I love this map. I love this game. It's so just bizarre. The audience just shouts chug sometimes. And they do it during the cutscenes in like a rhythm. I kind of wish they had it going for the whole map. But that probably would have gotten like annoying, so that's probably why they didn't. But also like, come on. Come on. Cyclops can tank it, he's fine. He's a big meaty lad. Now our objective is to kill Captain Leviathan. She, like Helmetor, is a unit worth 2. So that means she is pretty tanky, has some damage on her. Just got a really lucky thing like thrown down in front of her, because of course she did. Thanks, RNGesus. So we're going to kind of spread out so we don't take a hit from that, which can knock us back. And also damage. As long as we continue to... Okay, she's going to let us surround her next turn, which is perfect and exactly what we want. So we can just beat the bajooey out of her. I'm going to net her so she stays in place. Use a ranged unit like that. That's not the ranged unit. Hippie, you are the Yosef's ranged unit. And then these guys will guarantee the attacker because there's no one else nearby. There we go. That was the strat to defeat Captain Leviathan for that turn. So now, we are done with phase 1.5, and we move on to phase 2. Chug, 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 chug! This is chug. And Chog himself is not Yosef's buddy. That would be really cool. Hi, back. I'm Dad. Chog is not Yosef's buddy. That would be really cool. But instead... boop, 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 boop. Okay. we need to get Yosef's buddy from inside of Chog, whatever that means. There he is. Yosef's buddy, his name is Uvulor. He's a uvula with like a plasma bazooka thing. This game has, it exists. I love it, personally, but it's a bizarro mess, shall we say. Did I really not take out the first tentacle yet? Okay, no, I took out both tentacles. Good. 2 turns, 2 tentacles, exactly what we want. Because now we are in phase, let's say 1.1. This is basically the same as that first, or 2.1. That's basically the same as 2.0, but now there are going to be more enemy types that spawn. You saw those little octoclopses at the bottom? Those are one of the most annoying enemy types in the game, because they have RNG chance of giving you a special effect that either makes you attack allies, or makes you attack allies, but you can't even move the unit. So, yeah, they're very bad. We leave the Cyclops back specifically to deal with them, because he one-shots them. So he has a chance to attack allies if they're near him this next turn, which we do not want. So we are just going to leave him back here alone so he doesn't attack an ally. Instead, he will insta-kill someone, because he's powerful as heck. The goal of these first 2 phases, 2.0 and 2.1, is to take out Chog's tentacles. Meanwhile, Uvulor is going to be trying to snipe us like a giant uvula does, I guess. Oh, there we go. There's the effect. I can't move him. He's considered an enemy for this turn. There's literally nothing I can do. Enemies or allies will attack him. He will attack allies, and I can't move him. But now it's over. So he is going to be able to move next turn. And try and... Oh, he's not going to be able to move because he's going to get locked in place. So that's fine. He's a big man. He can just slap really hard. Sophia... Have you attack? You do that. Okay. Good plan. So we want to make as much forward progress as possible while still avoiding the explosions from Uvulor because they do big damage. And I believe can stun because they're electric type. There is an elemental system in this game. We'll discuss it later. Fairies use fire, by the way. If you can see that fire, that is because of the fairy. Fairies using fire. Oh, he is an enemy again. This is, yeah, he's just getting RNG'd back here. Luckily, now that we have entered what I'm going to say is phase 2.5, this is going to happen, and he will be moved forward for free. And now, again, phase 2.5. So, Uvulor does not want to come with us, even though he is the thing we need for the plot. So we might need to use a little bit of force to get our friend Uvulor to come with us. And that does mean fighting Chog. Yeah. We're going to fight the giant tentacle monster. I promise we're going to win. I can't, no, I can't promise that because there's, you know, ways to like mitigate RNG and stuff. Yeah, fight a giant tentacle monster. We can totally win. Honestly, Helmator can solo most maps. He is ridiculously powerful. Like, he just does so much damage, and once he's alone, he just soaks up EXP as well, allowing you to heal constantly. We're gonna... I can't get near enough to attack. Luckily, he does basically deal damage to himself when these explosions are close enough. So, this also might kill Eddie the Chog. No, it doesn't. But it does deal enough damage to open up his mouth, which, look at that. It reveals... we get a little bit of dialogue from Eddie, because Eddie's dumb. We don't like Eddie. And Uvulor. So now we move all of our units into Slap. I don't want to take the nukes. So the goal of this map is to deal enough damage to Uvulor in order to win. So yeah, look at that. Slap was good damage on him for round 1. You can't one-round him, I'm pretty sure, with like anything except like max level units maybe, I don't know. So we're just going to have to hit him again. The cycle repeats. The cycle of violence. Because violence is okay in the video game. You can always hit people with red hexagons under their feet in real life. That's the moral of this game. But if they don't have hexagons, or if they have blue hexagons, nope, nothing you can do. Don't do it. Only if they have red hexagons, then you can slap them about. But not an inch more. Don't do it. Oh, I guess you can also occasionally slap things if they're giant tentacle monsters, or uvulas. You can slap uvulas too. That is the lore of this game. The moral. Sorry. Okay, I should have everyone within position to do a bunch of damage, except Helmetor, who's very slow. But okay, that's a big. This might finish it. I don't think it... Oh, it might. Nope, it did not. But next time, absolutely will. So all we need to do is one more round of the Chogmouth. And we will be on to our next map. So you hit there, you hit there, you move forward, you go slap a man in the back. And you have the range, so you move forward. Alright. Sophia and Yosef are close enough to touch him and end it. That went pretty well. This map can definitely go a ton worse. So let's see, we were about 5 minutes behind after map 1. I have no idea how much we were behind because I accidentally skipped a split because I'm bad at splits. Because I don't have an auto splitter on me. But what I do have is the knowledge to split here. Once I get back to the... No, this is not. I'm just going to pop the nitro right away to go through this area fast that I can remember. And now we're out of nitro, so it is a leisurely walk back from here. And I get caught on a mountain, because of course I did. You are afraid of me, so please go away. You are afraid of me, please go away. Come on. Maybe the eye is broken? Okay. If I touched him, it would have been... Ooh, I can get money from this well. Pop. Okay, big money from the well. That's something that I didn't actually know about when I played this game casually. If you see like white sparkles coming out of a map area, and you hit it with a rocket, you get big money. Know that for yourself. So the bear does move the city. That happens at random intervals, because random. So we now have Uvulor. By the way, Yosef ate Uvulor. That's what happens in the lore. Don't ask me. I am just a messenger. So now, with Uvulor, he tells us that the eye... Yeah, his other eye is at Mount Olympus. And so that is going to be our next destination. I think I'm pretty close to it. Yeah. Valley of Certain Death. That's a good spawn location for this section of the game. Look, Mount Olympus with its famous rainbow bridge. The bridge is gone. Jerkomedia steals it because he is a jerk. He will keep coming up, remember that. But in order to give the bridge back, he wants a favor from us. And that favor is an orphan. He wants us to get him an orphan. And so that is what we are going to do. Because, hey, maybe he just wants a kid. Like, right? Like, that's wholesome, right? His name is Jerkomedes. He could never do anything wrong. Look at the roof of this building, by the way. I love this game. The jokes in it are phenomenal. The writing is... It's all just like memes. It's memes. All the way down. But even once you're down here, you still have a slide that goes into a pit of acid. And 50% off as orphans. This is probably the worst RNG you can get for these enemies spawning, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and no fairy. But and orphans, yes, not tentacle porn, but yes, orphans. So let's explain some of these enemies. Shrooms. Since this guy's not going to survive for very long, they deal AoE poison damage and are weak to helmet smashers, of which we have 1, 2, 3. So he's going to get popped. Unless that happens, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we deal. The Cyclops also has a helmet, so now I have to very carefully beat him up. Again, we've already seen humans and Cyclopses. Humans are boring, Cyclopses are big tankies. Robots. Robots can teleport around, they can melee for electric damage, and they can do this, which is an electric damage that chains outwards. And is very, very, very annoying, and I do not like. Please, sir, stop. No more! It's time to stop. The shroom is still alive. This is going slightly less than well, but we will continue to work. Again, there's nothing that can't be just mitigated through enough careful planning and logic, and throwing your faces into enemies until they die. Classic strats, really. So there's, good level ups. The last enemy type that we have not yet seen is the hair troll. Hair trolls, again, are a lot like Cyclopses in that they're big tanky boys. They do the double of the damage. They're not the double, but just a lot of damage. I actually really need Sophia to survive this fight. Maybe I should play a little bit safer with her. But also, what are the odds she dies here? Again, it already happened once. There's no way I can get bad luck twice. Yeah, look at that. We're good. Everything is fine. That was completely intended. I promise. We're going to keep her a little safe now by moving her into the middle of a bunch of allies. And she gets a net on that. That is perfect, actually. The Cyclops is going to come and try and kill her anyway. Miss, please. Or hit someone else. That works, too. Because, in order to get an orphan, well, we're going to need to kidnap him, right? Like, that's how getting an orphan works. You don't need to, like, sign any papers. You just kind of, like, throw a net on him. Right. This is not legal advice, by the way. Don't constitute it as such, please. So, our objective in this match is to get us one delicious, delicious orphan. And since the hair troll has a bunch of health, like more than most other units, we don't want to fight him, so instead we're going to kidnap him. He is going to be an orphan. And, very conveniently, look at this. Wow, that guy is strong. He just bodied 3 of my units. He is also an orphan. Cornelius Happy Days, I believe is his name, and he will be joining us on our very orphan-y adventures. It's a 2-for-1 deal for... Let me pop the campfire. Yeah, if I can use a campfire to heal, which I just did because I'm smart. I need to not actually touch the house, otherwise I will go in it. That's bad. Alright. So we're going to deliver the orphan to Jerkomedes, and I'm going to skip the dialogue so you won't get to see, but spoilers, Jerkomedes doesn't like it. Jerkomedes wants a fresh orphan. And since we brought him an expired orphan, he's actually going to make the orphan expire. Poof. Oh, okay, this is a good spawn. Only 4 enemies and 2, most important, fairies. As you saw in, might have saw in that scene, why can't I talk? As you might have seen in that one map earlier, fairies are an enemy type that deal, and you just saw right now, that deal big explosive AoE fire damage. And if all that sounds to you like something that we might want, you'd be right. That is something I want and is something I'm going to get. So we're going to kill these 2 as fast as we can. because this map does actually have an auto-recruit feature. The last unit you leave alive will be added to your party for basically free. So we are going to abuse that in order to get ourselves a free fairy unit. Of course, that's easier said than done because they are going to be throwing explosive blasts at us and we need to keep them alive. That was a bad knockback. I don't actually like that. In addition, there's also this guy who turns my units into orphans. That means I cannot use that unit for a turn, and they just kind of sit there and waste a turn. It's totally okay, I promise. It's great, great fun. In addition, good level up on Sophia. In addition, when he dies, he's going to explode and deal massive AoE damage to everyone around him, which is something I do not want to happen. And so the fact that I'm currently getting kind of like bodied, or I'm bodying him, is legitimately really bad. Because now he could die at any moment and just do like 50 damage to everyone in an AoE. You also don't need to kill the Orphanizer, the Walt. You don't need to kill him in order to kidnap an ally, just because the game decided to play nice and was like, that's probably a little too mean. So we're going to do a little bit of fairy killing on this one, so we can kidnap that one. There we go, end of the battle. Poof. And so, since we did in fact bring him an orphan, like we asked, Jerkman is like, hey, maybe I'll be nice. I'll give you a puppy. And that puppy is our fairy. He also puts back the bridge, so we can go to Mount Olympus in the next mission, which means we have to go back to the city in order to actually do that quest, or take the quest. But we wanted to go back to the city anyway, and that is because we just got a fairy. Right, I put the other cage back. Okay. I saw only one cage in my inventory, and I kind of panicked a little bit. Take the shot. And fairies, as I've mentioned several times, big explosions, big damage. Guess who's joining the team? That's right, it is Puppy Person the Fairy. Let me skip past that, please. So we go and we grab Puppy Person. We say goodbye to Sophia. Take off the helmet. Helmet's bad. Let's give him a nice hairstyle. That's pretty cool. And we also go to Horatio. Give him sword. Give him not Giga Big Shield. Alright. That's good enough. We don't want helmets on because it means our units can take extra damage. And they are slower and weak. I don't know if that actually makes them slower. I should probably test that copy. Anyway, so we are now going to properly go to Mount Olympus, where we will engage in the most boring map. Like, you thought the cupcake map was boring? Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. This map is a real snoozer, I'm telling you. You'll see what I mean in just a sec, after we skip a bunch of dialogue and a cutscene. It's Yosef alone. This is a stealth section. There are 3 maps of just stealth. We're going to grab a key card to skip the second map, and we're going to do some optimized movement because there's no RNG in the first 2 maps and very little in the 3rd map. But other than that, this is fixed. Like it's just a stealth segment. Like, it's got to teach you all the rules. There's a lot of dialogue, but like, this is a great time for donations, questions, just for my voice to take a break. So yeah, I'm gonna vocally take a break. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about logistics, maybe, as in, like, for my voice to take a break, I don't need to commentate this alone. There aren't many other people who run this game besides Bibro, who is in the chat right now. But honestly, it's not that hard to learn, and it's probably one of those games you could, like, have someone sit in and just kind of react, like, what the heck, are they licking the floor? or like whatever. Just have someone with like a good personality just kind of like show up on the couch. I think that'd be pretty fun. Otherwise, I could do pretty much all this myself, as I'm doing right now. It's just a little hard on my voice because, yeah, this game, while there is a lot of RNG, it's not like straining at all. Like, it can be mentally taxing to just kind of work through the bad RNG. But it's not like Ori, where I have to kind of be paying attention. And there's some parts like Fast Stompless and Sorrow Bash where I kind of don't want to talk because I might screw myself up. There's nowhere really like that in this game. I can just kind of go with the flow. You know, Lamau, YOLO, Yeet. It's pretty swag. Why did I say that? What possessed me? I don't know. But yeah, no, it's... You'll comment? You know you have to, yeah, that means you have to be at the event, because they're doing it in person this year. It's in Minnesota, this summer. So... And that's if this gets accepted, which, you know, who knows. Yeah, no, I can definitely make it myself. I have plans. But, I'll definitely see how you... Honestly, I feel like, you know how I was talking about, like, the person who, like, barely knows anything and then just comes on the couch to have fun? That also feels like you, B-Bro. For context, I dragged B-Bro, who's my cousin, into speedrunning this with me because we both had fun playing it casually and because I wanted to speedrun this game, and I was like, what if we did a co-op? No, we did that once. His recording software didn't work, so we didn't get like a full recording of it, and it was twice the RNG, if you can believe it. We'll need to lab it out a little better. Oh, my eyes. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. This game, again, I keep specifying that there's so much RNG, but like I have done what, 7 streamed runs now. My first one, maybe 2, were over 130. Everything else that I've done, including offline, has been 130 or less. So maybe I'll break that, or maybe I'll like jinx it now, but like there's definitely wiggle room for the RNG. Nothing is completely screwable. Even I just lost what, like 5 minutes probably? Not 5, probably like 4 to Sophia's RNG death in that very first chapter. And you can see I'm still on a decent pace. Got some golds in there because I haven't just run online a ton. But it's mostly just like minor RNG that sort of adds up. It's like missing an attack here and there, letting unit get killed, meaning they can't help with the damage, so your damage output is just lower. Attacking the wrong enemy too often. Like, there's nothing uber goober bad. B-Bro, this event is GDQ that I'm gonna apply for. It takes place in the summer, like I said. Listen, you goober. This is the one part of RNG in the stealth segment. He has a chance to knock you back. Son of a gun! Okay. So now, bad news. That is bad news. Now let's see. It's gonna be, I need to get here, I believe. Can we go? So he will have a chance to attack me here if he knocks me back. Game over. Okay, he didn't. We're good. And by game over, I mean just reset the map. Because again, mistakes are forgiven. Two times no. Why would you curse it like that? Why? I'm trying to have good urns. Oh, I gotta keep mashing click. We're going to skip cutscene. I'm holding down click. Why doesn't it accept that half the time? So now, Yosef has his second eye. With it, he will be seeing the future and seeing how we get to space. But before then, we are going to need to escape, and the Sphinx at the door just closed it. In order to get through, we need to answer her riddle. And her riddle is, how do we escape? And the answer is murder. Why is my nose so itchy all of a sudden? That's dumb. Only 4 enemies? Okay, that's RNG. That's actually bad RNG. We want 5 enemies, because in order to escape this map, we are going to need to jump through, come on game, catch up, the airlock that is opening up. Oh, my nose is like legitimately like, right now. We don't want to yeet the fairy into danger because fairy is kind of a glass cannon. Fairy can fly, so we'll get over that typically. So everyone on my team needs a parachute. And in order to get a parachute, we need to defeat an enemy. And then we will drop a parachute. So if you can tell, we have 5 units, which means we will need 5 parachutes. And right now there are 4 enemies. So we're going to need reinforcements to spawn in order to actually get all of our parachutes. Unless one of my units dies, which is the thing that can happen, but like, no. I'm not a fan of sacrificing my own guys unless they're cupcakes, because cupcakes are bad and deserve it. So this will kill him. Oop, that's 1 parachute on the ground. You need to walk over it to pick it up. This guy's nearly dead. Horatio can probably finish him off with the help from Fairy. Nope, we're gonna get RNG moves. Boop. Okay, tush, you attack that, you attack that, you explode that, you slap that, you're gonna go for this. Okay. Yeah, decision making, fast decision making really helps out with timing, and as I do more runs both on and offline, I will get better and better at that. Okay, here come reinforcements. We can get more parachutes from them. Good. So we need more parachutes. Okay, throw. I'm actually going to have you come over here and grab that. You stab a man, you grab that, and then go attack him. Alright. 2 parachutes down, 3 to go. Boop. 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 Okay, there we go. I am going to get one of these 2 over there, probably Yosef because he's closer. So Horatio is going to grab this parachute. Enemies don't get launched by these for some reason. Don't question it. It's how the game works. Okay, we're going to get blown around anyway. Hopefully one of the people who needs a parachute. Okay, several people who needed a parachute ended up down by the parachute. So, okay, that is 3 down, 2 parachutes to go. There's a parachute up here that big guy can get to in 2 turns, and then what's left is Horatio down here. Luckily, this enemy is very low, so we should be able to get that within 2 turns as well. Slap a man's. Good level up for Horatio. He will be able to grab his parachute, and so will the big guy, Helmetor. Helmetor grab. You can attack someone because I like doing murder. Alright, that is 5 parachutes. We can now end this map. Whew. But first, we have to defeat a giant floating baby head. I hope you don't like to hear the sounds of babies screaming, because we are about to hear the sounds of some babies doing some screaming. You can one-shot Marshall if you have all 5 units on him, but Helmetor is too far away, so we are going to have to take a second turn. I just need to move Horatio. Oh, okay. Eat it, giant baby head. That is enough to escape this map. And end this with a cutscene. Let me skip it, please. Okay. Whew. Nope, I don't want to go in here. Whoops. So, we now have Yosef's other eye, and Yosef's other eye tells us that our only way into space is Jerkamedes, of all people. So he is at the spa, and so we are going to go pay him a visit at the spa. The spa is also very close by, which is nice. Okay. The spa, this first map is pretty easy. It is a pseudo-stealth segment. You can see at the bottom of the screen another vases. We have to get past those without breaking them, because if we break them, we disturb Jerkamedes, and then he will summon his minions to punch us, and we don't want to do that, because that takes time. So we are going to stealth segment this as quickly as I can. By quickly as I can, I mean I'm literally just going to use the ferry. So now I have to be a little careful with my movement, because any of the tiles around the vases will trigger them and be, very bad. So I'm just going to take the fast path up to total victory. My camera snaps down awkwardly every time, but I can move it up pretty easily. And with that, we are good to go. Have made it past the pseudo-stealth segment. And so Jerkamedes is very mad at his minions. He Thanos snaps them. And that leaves us as the other half of people, and we are going to beat him up. And by beat him up, I mean 1v1 him. Because he teleports around like a jerk when you hit him, so we want our biggest damage dealer to hit him every time. And that is the fairy. Also, he does the confusion thing. So if you have allies near each other, only 8 damage, that's a low roll. That's a really low roll, in fact. We might need to do a 4th hit instead of 3, but it's fine because fairy is still fast, because boom boom, big explosion, kapow kapow. Helmetor also does big damage, but he would take twice as long to move up here. You really leveled up now instead of in the middle of the next fight. Oh, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that, if I'm being honest. Okay, but one more hit on the jerk should be enough. No, okay, there we go. All we need was that amount of damage. He's in bleeding state, and that is it. We have finished this half of the mission, and we now get to move on to the Jerk Dome. The Jerk Dome is a map that exists.
Way to win, losers!
Ooh, I'm going to figure out how to keep my glasses on my nose without being like rubbing that spot raw. I've worn these glasses for longer periods of time before. I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing with them too much. I don't know. So, yeah, fairy leveling up there was also legitimately unfortunate as heck. But we will deal with it. We are going to play it where it lies, Squidward. Spider caught from Otterfield, thank you. Alright, so here we are at a suspicious looking mountain, which is the Jerk Dome. This map has 3 main phases, each of which is split into 2 sub-phases. And the first phase is probably not the worst, but it might be the worst, because only spawn 4. Please only spawn 4. 5 is better than 8. Thank you for the luck, sir. I will need it. Because these enemies, all the enemies that he spawns in phase 1 are robots. And robots deal electric damage. And electric damage is super effective against fairies. Like my strongest unit type right now, fairies. So it's some bad pookie. Especially if the fairy gets ganged up on by a bunch of them. Hopefully that won't happen. So far our fairy has taken 0 super effective hits. But of course that could all change at any moment. These 2 are both stunned. Okay. That might honestly trigger, yeah, that triggers the end of phase 1.0, and now we're in phase 1.5. Where we have to destroy several of these consoles up here in order to advance to the next phase. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to blow up his stuff, Jerkamides' stuff. And meanwhile, again, the robots are going to advance and continue to attack. Luckily, again, they're not attacking the fairy. That is super legitimately very, very good. Them attacking the fairy is hecking slow. Okay, 1 more console left. And we will go to phase 2. Fairy, attack it. You can attack a robot. You should attack that. You should attack that. You should attack a robot. Okay. We didn't kill it. Okay, so I believe it will get full health as it... You wish me good lick. Good lick, have food. I don't have food nearby to lick. I guess I could grab like an old Pringles can. Not that. Okay, so this next phase 2 is humans. Honestly, this phase is way easier. Literally a piece of cake. So thank God for that. And by God, I guess I mean the devs. Imagine speedrunning a game that's not impossibly hard. Who would ever do that? Ratio's looking a little low. That's pretty spaghetti. I do not like when he gets very low. But it's fine. Everything is fine. We're going to send our helmet smashers to smash a helmet. That might trigger the next part of the phase. Yes, it will. Okay. Now we are in part 2.5, which is once again, destroy the consoles. Easy objective-based gaming. Right? Right. Haha. Whatever. Say easy about something that's definitely hard. Very hard. Horatio was too strong. Okay, now he's in a little bit of trouble, but it's fine. This is fine. You're gonna come in here, you're gonna come here, you're gonna retreat like heck. You're gonna go punch someone, you're gonna hit this. That should be this. Consoles are gone. And so now, once again, an enemy just barely survived, which is bad. But we will move into phase 3.0. Eat the can. I don't think I can fit my mouth around this. Oh my god, I can't. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, so this wave has fairies and cyclopses and explosive enemies named mascots, and also trolls that will appear and disappear on every 3 turns, I believe it is. So we get to deal with all of that. It is an adventure of chaos and pain. Okay. I want to make sure Yosef survives so we can hit the consoles, because that's what's really important. The trolls again appear and disappear every 3 turns, so they're going to stick around for a sec right now. Maybe kill Horatio. Yep, Horatio's dead. Okay, we're down to 4 units. That is fine enough. And the trolls disappear. So I move the fairy to hit an explosive unit. I move Yosef to hit an explosive unit. You hit this. You also hit this. Actually, I want you to hit this as well. And I want this enemy fairy gone. Okay, good level ups. Very good level ups. 1 more enemy death should trigger the next phase. Phase 3.5, as we're calling them, I suppose. Hit the explosive, hit the explosive. You just move down, you just move down. Okay. We're just going to leave these 2 alive. Because that should be enough to trigger 3.5. Yes, it is. Good. We just need to destroy. We just need to destroy. Tomorrow... Oh, God. I have work tomorrow that I have to do. And then I'm going to be tired. And yeah, we probably should. Because it's fun to play video game. Now we just have to destroy the consoles. So that is what my target is. Not the trolls. The consoles. There's 1 and 2, and we just need the other 2. And this map is done. That might kill Pippi. Okay, Pippi's still alive. Okay, Pippi can still attack the... you are going to attack that console, you're going to attack that console, you're going to attack this, you're going to attack this. Go. Destroy him, destroy him. Pop. Pop. And that's the map. Woo! So, I thought this was only left click, because in like all the practice runs were actually like mashed, and all the live runs where I mashed, it was always left click. But I guess it can be right click sometimes, the dialogue option that you have to take. Honestly, that would make sense because he's a jerk. So having the jerk like change what dialogue option is the correct one. So let's just look. Okay. No, yeah, no, it's the left click. Maybe I just right clicked on accident last time. I have no idea, honestly. This game is so random. It's so fun. And we leave with all our stuff. Yeah, you can see the fairy MVP, super big damage.
Fantastic outcome. Truly fantastic.
And with that, we have our spaceship. And we'll now be able, if I can use Nitro, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's almost as much as we need because we are not coming back to the town until the very end after the post game, or in the post game. Hoo-wee. Yeah, my throat. It's doing a little less than well, but we'll get by. We will get by. Eat that right, friendos. And I already used a Nitro because I am that much of a god gamer. Oh, that's a little bit of dead end. Don't touch me. No! Okay, that's really bad. By really bad, I mean, like, it's fine. We can just run away. We'll just drop our Nitro and take a bit of damage. It's better than fighting them. And we can pick up our Nitro. Free battle. Hopefully the damage won't come into play, but, you know, it always might. There's my Nitro. Alright, we're going. You can see with everyone's health bars in the upper, this side of the map, they have taken a hit a little bit. Okay, where is the path? It's up here, I believe. Come on. Come on. Overall movement is completely and totally skill-based, I promised. And not just like randomly bumping your head into objects until you win. So, as you just saw, we are getting some Helmetites and some Chog Believers to join us. They will appear on this map as allies that I do not control. They are complete Chaos Gremlins who will absolutely get in my heckin' way. Only 4 enemies though, that's pretty nice. Because again, that's totally random. Also, what kind of enemies? There's a fairy, which is a good enemy to see. Because ally fairy, or enemy fairies can miss and blow up stuff. And I want to blow up everything. Because this map is full of bear fur. Because we're on a giant space bear. Bear fur is weak to fire. So having an AoE fire attack is god tier. And so yeah, we're just going to absolutely yeeteth and deleteth our bodies forward, avoiding the bear hand that's about to come scramble and randomly move all those units, as we launch ourselves into the fur to try and get to the objective, which is a star up here. We destroy this star, we good. Who that level up on? Horatio, okay. That means he probably won't be getting a level up for the rest of the map. Or for the rest of the entire end game, honestly. So I do have to be wary of that. Because he will not be refilling his health anymore. Unlike the others who still can level up and who will still can refill their health, therefore. This is the mini-boss of this map, Ursa Minor. This is one of the units that is explosive if you kill them. So we especially just do not want to deal with Ursa Minor whatsoever. Because if we kill them, they explode, can potentially deal a bunch of damage to our own units. Bad poopy. I hope they don't all aggro on Fairy. Fairy can fly over fire and over... Where's Pippi? Why is she so far back? Pippi. They also can fly over bear traps. So they basically have a lot of free reign to move forward in this map that other units don't. And again, since they have AoE fire, they destroy the fur super, super quickly, which is exactly what we want. They're actually ignoring the fairy now. Perfect. Good job, AI. You are dumb. And I love you for being dumb. So if they ignore the fairy, I can just move the fairy up to here and move Yosef up too and move him up. The best case for the AIs, both enemy and ally, is that they just kind of like conglomerate. So all ally AI is getting stuck really far back thanks to this freaking dumb. Really, seriously, really. So we are having to use some of our own allies and meat shields right now, where that is totally and completely fine if I'm being honest. Because Helmator is an amazing meat shield, like a god tier meat shield, and we're already doing damage to the star. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. An enemy is going to come up and be annoying, but at this point we have the star exposed and we're already starting to hit it, which is good. Which is very, very good. No one of my allies is dead yet, although Pippi's looking a little bit low. It's probably fine. Do want Yosef to go here, Horatio to go here, Fairy stay there, you move up, okay. Good level ups on these two, they'll now full health. Now Yosef is my only one who's in a little bit of danger, but why did you do that? I can move him and still have him attack the star, which is all I need him to do is attack the star, please, and avoid the fire, because the fire will damage him. So if I move him here, and I move him up and her up, and these three should, the fairy might attack that. Okay, but the fairy attacked the right thing. Good. Horatio's guaranteed to attack it. There we go. Good RNG, and now we are moving on to phase 2 of the final boss. This time, we don't have the randos. I need to remember to skip this video because I'm too busy talking. So we don't have our randos, we just have our units. I believe they get full healed here, so that is very, very nice. For Yosef mainly, because he was the one who was nearly dead. As we charge for the second star, which if you didn't notice, it's the bear's nipples. Sorry, GDQ, but it's fine. They don't look like nipples, so it's fine. And this one is a lot more controllable than the first one for the first part, but it gets its own spicy meatballs in just a sec. I promise. If you were hoping for some spicy meatballs, where's my king unit? Okay, there we go. Good strategy going on here. There you go, kaboom. As, in addition to our units being able to cut things down, these lawnmowers are going to charge through in about a turn or two. So I need to position myself to not take the lawnmower hits. Yeah, stay on the bear trap, honestly. Bear trap, good. I need to review... I'm trying my best not to get by lawnmowers because they do a lot of knockback. That is not what I want, so they're going to trigger this turn. They're going to slightly cut open a path for me and knock some enemies back. Very, very good. So all I need to do now is just avoid all of them and sprint to the star as fast as possible. You can get past the bomb. Oh, fairies. The fairies movement, because I made him my king. King gets plus some movement. So fairy is +1 from 3 to 4 movement, which means it is able to get past that bomb to the side. This is the final boss of the game, Ursa Major, who is a hair or troll mom who we call Big Mama in the industry here. They are 3 tiles wide, and AoE attacks can hit all 3 of those tiles. They're also weak to fire. So guess who has a AoE fire attack and is on my party? Yes, you guessed it right, it's my fairy. Fairies are just the best units, hands down, to bring into the endgame. So it's super lucky that we can pretty much guaranteedly get one. There is a chance that one doesn't spawn in either of the orphan maps, but it's a rare chance, and it did not happen this time. So we got our fairy, and we are going to hopefully use that to schmooze on to the finish line, baby. Whew! Because with some good RNG, you can just immediately nuke this last fur. To get access to the star, actually, I'm going to spoil it. You don't need to get access to the star. You just need to hit this one last fur. So if I stand here, I will have a about 50% chance, I think, of hitting it. Yeah. Nope, since this enemy's here, it's a 1 in 3. So a 33% chance of ending it. Okay, and targeted this one. So next turn, I can have him stand right here again, I believe. It'll be a 1 in... I could also have an ally move up and get a 1 in 50 from that. And then, oh, no, fairies. If fairies standing here, it's guaranteed to hit it, and that'll be the end of the game. So, let's move everyone else up just in case. Actually, there we go. Because the fairy can miss, because RNG. But there we go. Is this going to PB? This might PB. It takes about 2 minutes from hitting the bomb to get to the end, I think. I should really actually, like, count out the number of seconds. Because there is this last little bit where you have to walk and escape your son as fast as possible. Basically, the story goes, we get a wish from a speckled horse, aka a giraffe. Giraffes can grant wishes, sorry, speckled horses can grant wishes. And we use it to turn back time and save our son before he even gets kidnapped. And we technically live happily ever after. The evil bear is totally still not happy and will be very salty, as you can see by this dialogue. that is going to happen as I get stuck on a blueberry.
Look out, because there's like a billion.
Yeah, this is the end of the run.
Raining down all over the
Definitely time for
planet.
thanks to my cousin, Bibro, for being able to keep up with my insanity and asking him to
Yes,
speak
go
on this
to
game
her.
with me.
Save your friends.
Um,
Don't worry
thanks
about
to
me.
Behemoth,
It's
except
only
for
an
the fact that
eternity in
you
space. I have my
reset your
crossword
settings
puzzles.
every time you go to the main menu. Behemoth, fix that, please. Yeah, etc., etc. It's very much a fun. Like, you saw how bad of RNG I got in the start, and yet still I'm out to PB.
You're almost there.
If that doesn't
Run.
say
Run
how
like you didn't
this
forget
game
anyone
can
else
be
when you made that wish.
just chaos and time, by the way. Sorry, when you hit the city, it's time. If it doesn't show how much this game can be just like pure and utter chaos, but of like the best kind of pure and utter chaos. It is. It's a riot. I love this game. Can you believe I was like 6 minutes behind at one point? And then I got like all golds because. Who knows, man? Who knows? I gotta tell B-Bro. Hold on. I PB'd again. I can't believe that. That's hecking hilarious. That is stupidly funny. So yeah, that's Pit People. I love this game. I'm gonna go chew on some Pringles cans for a sec. Oh, I'm so happy. But no, okay. Right. Yeah, that's this game. It's just a meme. It's like chewing on a Pringles can. It's a thing that happens. The game just happens, and it's an experience, and I love this experience so much. So I'm going to record one more, see if I can maybe eke out some of my ums. But honestly, this was a really good one in the fact that it showed off that you can take major, major deaths and time loss, and still like zoom through the scene. Like, all the RNG is just minor chip time loss, generally, and so it'll balance out as the hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minute long run goes on. But I do need, since I've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes, to take a drink, and I will be right back for my next attempt at recording a GDQ submission. Booyah! Woo me! Oh yeah, and the main menu music just